Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of September 26th. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and take a look at what we have here for you, Aries. Now I'm using the Tarot Muka as well as the Prism Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, let's see what we have here. We'll make sure we're all set up and in view, and then we'll get into it. Definitely liking these first 5 cards for you here, but let's go ahead and take 3 of those oracles. And all right, put this up here. I think that looks about good enough to me. So Aries, definitely feels like you could be walking into an idyllic period of time in your life. You know, you have a potential wish being granted to you. You have a vision here coming in for you. You have something that you've been dreaming about potentially coming in here for you. And, you know, this might be a dream job situation. There might also be a dream promotion in the works here. For some of you, there's been a nice sort of change recently in your financial situation, or there's been a change in the way that you work, the way that you approach work, the way that you do work. This is making you very happy right now, or this is going to be making you very happy here in the future. And yeah, I feel like I could just leave the reading right here, but let's continue forward and let's get some more details on what this is about. So in the overall situation, you have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is about total happiness in one's life. You can see the young family here, or the family, they're celebrating their connections. They're celebrating their life. You can see that they are kind of praising the final cup at the end of the rainbow, if you will. It's like the final cup at the end of a long journey. And along with that, you know, there's this flowing river indicating kind of the nature of things in life. The family's together. They own this home in the background here. And this is just a really idyllic period of time for them in their life. This represents windfalls of happiness, or it can be windfalls of happiness. This is also a card of abundance. And the reason being is that they own the home behind them, right? And so many people create abundance in this lifetime through home ownership or real estate. But it's not just about that. Abundance is also about happiness. Abundance is also about the energy that you kind of put out to the world, and or the kind of the energy that you get from the world, if you will, and more so like the happy energy that you get. That's a form of abundance as well, or like your happiness, your emotional well-being, kind of your enjoyment for life is a form of abundance, is what I've been kind of trying to connect with here on in describing this 10 of Cups. But it seems like right now things are going very well for you. In the past, you have the 3 of Pentacles as well as the 2 of Pentacles. This might be because for some of you, you've finally been rewarded, or you've finally been recognized for everything that you've been doing in your career, for all of the hard work you've been doing. You can see that this person is building a statue, and they are with their apprentice, or with their mentor, rather. This is the apprentice, this is the mentor. And it is the idea of potentially learning under somebody, working under somebody, working for somebody. But it can also be about your colleagues. It can be around the people that you have to work with. If it's not a mentor, it could just generally refer to your colleagues. But the thing is, the 2 of Pentacles is about financial change. You can find rewards in the 3 of Pentacles, and with the 2 of Pentacles combined, this talks about potentially positive changes that have happened for you here in the past with your financial life, and I will say career life in this case as well, because of the colleagues energy, the work mates or work colleagues energy that's showing up in the 3 of Pentacles. And so there may have been positive changes here especially because the Ten of Cups is next to the Two of Pentacles around those areas for you. And this could be really affecting your life generally. Like this could be really having a positive effect on your life overall at this time. In the future, you have the Knight of Cups as well as the Star card. So the Knight of Cups is all about some sort of happiness or some sort of happy event coming in. You can see there's a very clear theme here for you, Aries, which is the theme is around happiness. And this can say that there's a happy event arriving. This is also somebody who acquires a vision. Okay, they are an ultimate dreamer. This can talk about dreams, and they have some type of vision. They're dreaming into this cup, and they're thinking about what could be, all of the possibilities that could be in this cup here. And what's great is this is combined here with the Star card. So the Star card is all about wishes and dreams coming true, and it is the major wish card in the tarot. This person has adopted a mindset of optimism and positivity, and through that they are realizing some sort of dream or wish come true in their life. Now, you can't have a wish come true without first throwing a wish out to the universe. And so I think that some of you have been sort of planting these dreams. You've been throwing out these dreams. You've been thinking about what could be. You've been thinking about what you want your future to look like. And it is possible that some of you have moved into a position where your future could be changing for you. And I think that there are positive changes afoot is what I feel like saying here. Your future could be changing, and I think what we need to do is we need to get some clarification on what this could be around. So let's go ahead and do that. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Judgment card. All right, so there just seems to be something very, very positive for you in the past around money, finances, or your material situation, which can indicate real estate, property, home ownership, land ownership, like your rental, something like this, okay? And I say that because there's the real estate symbolism in the Ten of Cups, but also because Pentacles refer to the earthly side of life, which part of that is your shelter. It is the place that you live. And you have something big here in the past that happened. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is really practical, okay? They are hardworking, but they really take a practical approach in their life. And that practicality serves them well. This is not somebody that will rock the boat. This is somebody who will prefer to sort of diligently save their money, for example. This is somebody who's very good at budgeting, planning, preparing, being practical. And, you know, it is possible that some of you have adopted that change in the past, and that has really helped you out in the future or in the current situation. The Queen of Pentacles can also be somebody who is like a real estate agent. This could be somebody who's a loan officer, an accountant, investor, financial advisor. This could be somebody who helps you in your material life in some ways. This could also be somebody who's an executor of an estate or a will. And so it is possible that in the past that there was an inheritance for some of you. I do not see this in the future. I see that this has happened in the past for some of you. You do have this Page of Cups here as well. The Page of Cups is about some type of happy news coming into your life, or it can be some sort of happy invitation or happy offer for some of you. This can also be about your creativity for life, your ability to sort of be with the water and to sort of stay in the waters of life, or be in the kind of connect with the emotional side of life. So when you get the Page of Cups, it is all about, it's similar to the Knight of Cups. The Page of Cups is more about an invitation And the Knight of Cups is more about the arrival of that invitation. And so it is interesting here because that's a pretty linear progression. It doesn't always happen in tarot, but in the past there might have been an invitation. In the future, the arrival of that invitation could be coming in for you. If that's something that resonates, I definitely feel like if you're resonating with this reading, I definitely feel like you could be getting some news around an offer that somebody made to you, or an offer that's been on the table, something like that. You do have this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is an ending, but it really releases you from whatever's no longer working. There's something that's changing here. One card never makes a reading, and I think that, you know, two tens are culminations in tarot. It's endings, and it's also new beginnings. It's like a chapter closing, a chapter beginning. So yeah, I do think that there's just something that is arriving, and through that arrival, the old you or an old part of yourself is also kind of moving out or dying out, if you will. Lastly, you have this Judgment card. Judgment card is all about getting over the hurdle. It can be a spiritual awakening. It can be something that you can't ignore. It's like the call in life. And I think that there's really big energy for connectivity, spirituality, synchronicities here in the future for you around the Star and the Judgment card. That's a very good combination. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Okay, so you have isolation, disruption, and intuition. So this is, you know, not what I was expecting, but such is the case sometimes as you read tarot. There is something about, you know, I'm looking at the pink and the purple here. Both of these cards can talk about both of these colors can talk about connecting to your intuition or reaching up for higher guidance or spiritual guidance. This would connect to the crown chakra. This would connect to the third eye chakra. And I get the sense that some of you have kind of, how do I say this? You've pushed the outside noise away from you. Okay, you've let go of the outside noise, and you've trusted your feelings and your intuition about where you should be going. And this has really helped you out. This has really set you up here for success in the future. And I get the sense that this ability to let go of what other people think you should do or what other people want you to do, this is really benefiting you. This is maybe also really bringing in your wish here. Let's go and see what else we have. If you're enjoying this, please hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Five of Cups, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Page of Wands. All right, so the Five of Cups is all about disappointment. It can be around maybe like having to deal with like a melancholy situation in your life, but the Five of Cups asks you to look on the bright side. I think some of you have rolled with the changes here that have kind of been happening in your life as you have this Two of Pentacles energy. I don't think that any sort of change that has come into your life, I don't think you've let that kind of keep you down for too long. You do have the King of Swords, which is Libra energy. We are moving into Libra season here. The King of Swords is about, in some respects, having a focus on something or aiming your focus towards something. King of Swords can also say that you are an expert in a specific area. You're a subject matter expert, or you know, an authority on a certain domain. And you know, it is possible here that some of you, I do think some of you, it's almost like for you, nothing has been handed to you. And I think some of you have really, I mean, obviously there might be an inheritance here in the past, but I do think that some of you have really, really worked hard for the skills that you, definitely I can say, for the skills that you have, for the knowledge that you have. You've worked very hard, and this has been a sort of solo journey for some of you. You have this Page of Wands in the future. Page of Wands can represent a job offer or a job opportunity. There are definitely opportunities on the horizon for you. I said at the beginning of this reading something about a dream job or a dream opportunity. this is certainly supporting that case with the Page of Wands. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. So you have the Three of Swords and you have the Page of Pentacles. So wow, so you have 3 pages here showing up in the cards: Page of Cups, Wands, and the Page of Pentacles, as well as all of these Pentacles cards. Yeah, there's definitely an opportunity coming in for Aries. If this message is for you, I do think that this is going to feel very good. You might even have multiple opportunities. There's also this storyline coming in that if you leave your job, and when you tell them that you're leaving, they may try to keep you there. They may be like, okay, what can we do to keep you here? Like, can we bump up your money? Is there something that we can do to keep you here? Some of you, that could certainly be the case. Page of Pentacles is all about your prospects in life looking good. There is this separation in the past. It may be a bittersweet situation where you leave one job and you take another. You have the Ten of Wands, which is another completion. So you have 3 tens, 3 pages. Cycles are closing out, new cycles forming, and new opportunities and offers on the horizon for you. And the Four of Pentacles, of course, this is going to give you more space. I feel like this is going to give you more breathing room for some of you. 2, 3, 4 of Pentacles, situation progressing in your financial life that I think has been percolating for some time now. So this looks very good. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.